Today, we have a blockbuster announcement regarding our channel and our van travels. Hello, YouTube. Today, we're going to make an announcement, kind of a big one, affecting our channel, Van Venture, and our future travels in a lot of different ways. It's all positive, so let's get started and talk a little bit about give you the backstory first. In 2019, I went to Michigan in June, primarily for the twin granddaughters' graduation party from high school, and spent a little time there with my family, my sister, and Sharon and her kids. And I also decided, since I was going all that way in the middle of summer, I would venture up north a little bit, and I would visit with my friends Pat and Don and Tom and April. One's up by Houghton Lake, and the other one is over off the Muskegon River. So we did that, and we had really a great time. I enjoyed it. I decided that from now on, because that's such nice weather that time of year up there, as opposed to down here in Georgia, where we start approaching the 100. That's 100 degrees and 100% humidity. So I decided that going forward, I was going to try to do that every year. Shortly after that trip, I bought the van. Not specifically for Michigan, but that's part of the process. So we got the van and we did some travels and whatnot. And then again, summer came this year, 2020. Of course, in the midst of COVID and everything else, I went down there in July up there to Michigan. And because of the circumstances and scheduling, I went to Don and Pat's first and spent 3 days up there, and came down to Tom and April's and spent 2 days over there. Then I came down to my daughters and spent 3 days Boondocking in their backyard. Now they have an RV, and they have it on a seasonal lot in a place called Eagles Cove RV Park in Byron, Michigan. It's about 15 minutes from their house, 15, 20 minutes. So they were going to be there for a few days. So they spend pretty much every weekend out there. So we went out there with them Thursday night. They had arranged for me to get an empty site and park the van on it. And I spent Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday out there. Loved it. Just loved it. And kind of kidded around a bit about how I could get used to that kind of a life. And maybe I should buy a trailer and put it on a lot there and spend some time there. And the season there is May 1st to November 1st. Now, it started off kind of as a whim, but what happened after that makes a lot of sense when you think about it. So every year, we typically would go to Texas, and usually in April. We'd go to Texas and then back to Savannah. Then in the summer, we'd go to Michigan and then back to Savannah. Then in September, we go to New Hampshire and then back to Savannah. A lot of extra driving and whatnot. So based on that experience, I really started giving thought to becoming what I'll call a heat bird. Snowbirds leave the north and come to the south for their winter. Heat birds, my invention, leave the south in the middle of summer and go north when it's kind of nice. So I am actually going to become a heat bird. Earlier, a couple months back, we secured a lot at the park, the RV park, where my daughter is. And just this past week, we bought an RV trailer to put on the lot. Now, we had looked at a couple online and whatnot. There was one for sale in the park. The kids went and looked at it. It was really nice. We kind of made an offer and they pulled it off the market. They changed their mind. So we kind of just been watching. And as it turns out, I stumbled on another one a week ago, which is in Lincoln Park, Michigan, So it's a little ways away from them, but not too far. So they went down there this past weekend, looked at it. Unit was immaculate, and the lady has it in heated storage for the winter. She's going to maintain the storage until May 1st, when we'll want to bring it out and set it up at the campground. And so we basically met her asking price with the caveat that she maintains the storage. So we have a travel trailer. We had looked at a couple others along the way, and one of the things that we want was rear living. Now, I want to put it on a lake lot. Unfortunately, there are none available right now. So the lot I got is it's a new one they just put in, and it's a couple rows back from the lake. Hopefully in a year or so they'll have some more lake lots built, and we can move it over there. So with the rear living, you back it into your site and you park it there, and you've got full view out the back end of your unit over the lake. So we wanted that type of layout. Also wanted an island in the kitchen for a little extra counter space, and that's really about it. Right now it's just me and Maggie. So how much do we need? The other thing, we really didn't want the standard slide and scoot your butt around dinettes. We wanted the dining table with the chairs separate. And that particular one that was for sale briefly at the campground was that layout. It was perfect. A little bit larger than what we ended up getting. That was a lacrosse unit. We had also looked at Outback. I think it's by Keystone Outback. They had similar layouts, and they were pretty nice too. I just hadn't found any for sale. What we stumbled on was by Grand Design, the Imagine, and it's I think it's a $295. I'll have to check the exact number, but RL for rear living. It's a little bit smaller than the lacrosse we looked at, but that was no longer for sale. And it has a much better layout inside, as far as I'm concerned, for us. A lot more counter space, plenty of storage. So we've just purchased that. Now the plan will be, going forward, we'll still be down here. We're living in Savannah. But what we're planning to do is try to go to Texas in April. And then instead of coming back here, we'll go ahead and mosey our way on up north to Michigan, and we'll spend the season, or most of it, up there at the Eagles Cove RV Park. And the season goes till November. We hope to be up there in May, so we'll be there May, June, July, August. In September, I usually go to New Hampshire anyway, from down here. They have the memorial, and we lived in New Hampshire for 25 years, so I got a lot of places and people and stuff to see up there. So we'll stay at the RV park from May till September when we go to New Hampshire. Probably then we'll go ahead and just head back down south to Georgia and let the kids close the trailer up if they don't need to use it for anything in the last month or so when I'm gone. And that's kind of the going ahead plan. The other big advantage that this presents to us, we're still going to have the van. We're going to travel up there in the van. The van will be my daily driver up there in Michigan. So we can do some of our other van adventures from Byron, Michigan as a home base. So we can go to the Upper Peninsula from Byron, Michigan. We can go to New York State, Wisconsin. Instead of going from Savannah, we'll use that as a base for our northern travels. So we'll schedule everything we want to do, see and visit in the northern area of the country. We'll schedule that during the summer months when we are in Byron, Michigan. And then everything else towards the south, we can travel around and do out of Savannah in the rest of the year. So that's the big announcement. We're very excited. The kids seem excited. It's going to change our life a little bit, but got to remember, and a lot of people know this, but some don't. Born and raised in Michigan. Went to school and worked in Michigan, except for the last 25 years of my working career. So you figure I was like 40 when we left Michigan. So I've got a lot of roots there. I've got family there. I've got friends there. And I will be able to spend more time seeing them because I'll be there for 3 to 4 months a year, which will work out good, plus using it as a base for my travels. So this is an exciting change. It's not going to change the channel. It's going to give me more opportunity to present some different things on the channel from our northern base. So we're excited. We hope you are a little bit too. Wanted to share this with you and get it out there. The trailer will probably be moved up to the lot right around the 1st of May, and I haven't worked my schedule out for next year to see where I'm going to be when, but I'd like to go to Texas and then shoot up to Michigan and be up there first week of May or so. So that's kind of what we're looking forward to. We'll keep you posted on that too. Anyway, thanks for sitting down and across the table from me and having a little chat and listening to my my grand announcement. I hope you're as pleased as I am, and I hope I can bring you some good content from some of the other places and things I'll be doing when we're parked in Michigan for part of the year. So as I say, we're a heat bird. We're going north to get away from the heat, and as opposed to a snowbird. Take care. Thanks for watching. If you got any questions, put them in the comments. And if you like the video or some of the others, please hit like and consider subscribing. Thank you. We appreciate you all, and we'll catch you down the road a piece. Bye-bye.